same kind of area as Miloni on the current Michigan PR, like the 5 to 7 range.
Okay.
Always going to be rocking that Fox.
Okay. I mean, you know, now that you mention it with the headset he's got on there, makes complete sense. About as close as you can get.
If you had to guess, it'd be a Fox or a Lucario.
Maybe a Sonic. I don't know.
Sonic is also
Maybe,
viable.
Yeah, with the blue. But makes sense. I heard the Sonic Fox chant over there, so yep, makes sense.
That's going to be Fox versus Cloud. It looks like they are not wasting any time. We have no time to fill or vamp or nothing.
Nope, laser has been fired. This is not a show. This is the battle right here, going right into it.
This is kind of, okay, so you don't think of Cloud as a keep away character, but versus Fox, everyone has to be a keep away character, right? You have to make sure Fox doesn't find those dash attacks, find those dash grabs, find those down airs, right? You have to just use your disjoint, use your long range to keep the man at bay, get him off stage, and then abuse him in that regard.
Yeah, right now Miloni having such a hard time just staying on the ground, and that's the hard part, especially with Cloud, is just he really has to utilize his spacing game against Fox, right? Because that rush down pressure that Fox brings to the table, you're absolutely right. And here we see a pretty offensive pressure, a lot of offensive pressure coming from moarD. But looks like Miloni's trying to slow the game down.
Looks like he's effective at doing so, and he actually catches the impatience here.
Oh, no,
moarD,
you
and
did
he's
not.
Gonna die.
That is a Cloud thing.
That's a Cloud
A
thing.
Cloud thing. And Fox is very susceptible to Cloud.
A copyright Cloud thing. Woof.
Yeah, that's a game changer right there.
moarD got impatient one time. He had the lead. He's like 40% to 100, right? He went up for an up smash. He just eats one punish and turns around the game entirely.
Yeah, right now it looks like Miloni really starting to run away with his momentum now. I mean, he's falling behind. He's in danger of getting overlapped here. Limit on deck for Miloni, but he drops his shield just at the right time, and that is going to be a stock for moarD.
That is a much better application of pressure when you have Cloud in the corner than the up smash was previously. You saw how safe you can use the back air. You can fade in, fade out. Let's see if moarD is going to have to win the neutral exchanges a couple more times unless he can get some of that fair footstool magic going. But I don't think Miloni's going to be susceptible to it.
Yep, very aware is Miloni right now. It looks like Miloni really not taking too many chances here, playing very safe. In the corner, though, that was a nice tomahawk grab right there, going to keep moarD off stage. And now here come the back airs and the limit charge.
He's going to use this time, like you said, just to back up a bit, get some limit online. But the dash attack will cause the limit to charge. No waste of it, though, on the part of Miloni. And you see him, how good he's retreating the entire time. He's been using those perfect pivots. That was... I was just complimenting you, Miloni. Why'd you do that?
That was so unexpected. I mean, you know, maybe moarD would have been caught off guard, too, by it if he had run into it, but he didn't. But he really wasn't that close to moarD, so I don't know what Miloni was going for there, what he was expecting.
I think moarD has that same read that his impatience cost him, and you see the patience on that, and you just get Cloud off stage one time.
Yeah.
We know the story. The double jump was burned. You know who was waiting for it? moarD with the back air.
Yeah, it looks like Miloni kind of made some moves when he didn't have to, it seemed, at the end of that game, you know, and he forced his own hand a little bit. So
it was a trade of patience and impatience.
Yeah, it really was. Now we're seeing the Ryu counterpick, and makes
Tell me
a lot of
about
sense.
Miloni's Ryu.
It beat Captain Zack and Salem in doubles. And we don't know who. No, at Smash and Splash 4, and we don't know who let that happen.
Salem's not here. I'm not very wise.
We don't know who let that happen, but it happened. And so his Ryu is actually pretty well practiced, and it's secondary. So it's a counter pick I can understand.
moarD coming from the land of one move, though. The land of Renegade, the classic. But we'll see if he can turn it around in this instance. He looked pretty confident in the opening salvos, but again, you can't trade with Ryu. You see what happens. You take a ton of damage. There's really only 2 neutral exchanges lost, and this Fox is at 65.
I know. It's so little room for error. The margin's so small, and that's what makes this matchup so critical. So we'll see what happens here. Oh, he almost read the tech, but not enough, and that's going to cost him his stock. So one misread, and it's gone.
And one move.
Yeah, one move. Can you hear it out there in the crowd? One move.
Miloni really does seem like this is a no funny business, Ryu. He's not going to try nair combos. He's just going to get the up tilt started on this fast faller, and then just do as much damage as you can off of that.
Well, that was a caller right there with full foot to the face, but moarD was ready for that, and he's going to pick him off in the air here, take that stock, and now we're back to even. But this is kind of scary if you're moarD. You're not that far away from the danger zone.
Miloni not even messing around with like focus shenanigans.
I haven't seen it.
He's just playing a slow, methodical game. But if you don't mix that focus in at certain key moments, Fox can run circles around your shield. And as long as moarD tightens up and he stops taking like these errant aerials in the air, like you're trying to juggle Ryu, right? Ryu falls slowly. He like gets stuck in the air. But you're eating these errant aerials, and it's buying a lot of time for Miloni to set up, get that Shoryuken online, and you see what happens.
Yeah, moarD haven't been forced to approach like that, and Miloni playing that patient game, just waiting for him, and you saw it right there. That's how it happened. That one errant dash attack, and his life is over.
If moarD wants to take out this Ryu, he needs to push the disadvantage state as much as possible.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
just how this matchup works. Fox can smother Ryu in disadvantage.
He should
But
run it back.
You got, like we said, you got to live on the razor's edge by doing so.
Yeah, you still have to be careful. It's always tough, but it looks like the Cloud's coming back out, and I'm surprised. I thought they were going to be
stage
back.
counter pick, I guess.
Yeah, it must be. He's thinking.
Town?
Okay. I mean, I don't know. Town is still a good stage for a Ryu. I don't understand.
Well,
I don't know.
it gives a lot of room for Cloud to play that runaway limit charge game.
Well, we'll see what happens here.
And if Miloni plays his game right, I think he's confident in the Cloud.
Yeah,
so.
he has to be. It's just tried and true. You know, this is it. Going with his main in game 3. You wouldn't expect anything less, I suppose. But looks like moarD is taking advantage of it and just rushing him down, not letting up the pressure. We're back to that sort of same game we saw in game 1. But Miloni was able to work his way back.
Cloud's also a very bursty character.
Oh,
and
you
speaking
did.
of bursts,
And the thumbs up for Miloni. Don't know if y'all could see that, but that just happened.
man, no one does that anymore. The finishing touch air dodge.
Yeah,
reads?
it's not common.
That's like January 2016 Cloud.
That was the ace in the
Man.
hole for Miloni. That was what was in his back pocket.
He's trying to silence the crowd too. That's the reason that button was so good.
Yeah, no.
They don't seem too perturbed. There's a lot of shouting. These guys, they're here to play some Smash
Oh,
Bros,
he
but
read it. Read it right. That was in the taunt to boot, so he's feeling himself moarD. He's not happy with that with that limit down B. Not happy with the finishing touch at all.
Yeah, moarD seems pretty determined. He actually is playing. This is some of the best I've seen moarD play. He looks very clean at the moment.
Yeah, look at his movement.
If only he didn't fall for that single air dodge read, which again is really off meta. Especially like Fox as a fast faller. The fast fallers live longer from finishing touch. And that aerial finishing touch, once it was nerfed, it made it harder to kill people, but that was just the perfect percent range, I think, to take out Fox on town.
Yep, being that high up on such a low ceiling, absolutely.
All right, mixing the spot. This is going to be a big punish, and he can continue the chain.
Oh, and
yes!
Firefox! That's it! Miloni can't believe it. How about a taste of your own medicine on the air dodge read?
Trade an air dodge read for an air dodge read, but mine landed last.
And lasted longer. Oh my gosh.
Clean, stylish gameplay from both players here.
Yeah, that was